Hi all, this is Dell again. This video is a sequel to the previous video on how to play Pendulum Magician. So if you have not watched that, do visit the video right here. For this video, I will be covering on the different builds for Pendulum Magician, how they roughly work and what are some of the cards you can consider putting into the deck. Before I start, do give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more Yu-Gi-Oh related content. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump right straight into the video. Alright, first up the Mythical Beast build. In this build, we mainly focus on these two cards, Master Cerberus and Jagged King. There's an additional Mythical Beast Garuda card which allows you to destroy one spell or trap, but I'll say this is optional, so I won't be explaining this here. Okay, one of the few main reasons why we play the Mythical build is because we want to link up Electromite before we do our Pendulum Summon. In the previous build, you can only do so by using Astrograph or Chronograph if they are in your hand. So in this case, with these two cards, you are able to do Electromite before you do your Pendulum Summon. How does this work? So I'll do a quick run through of each of the cards. So for Master Cerberus, if Pendulum effect, you can destroy itself and add Mythical Beast card from your deck to your hand. So in this case, it's just Jagged King. Then this card will be in the extra deck because it's being destroyed. For this card, you can skill it, destroy itself, and special summon one Mythical Beast from your extra deck to your field. In this case, you destroy this and special summon the monster that has been destroyed previously. So since both of them destroy themselves, you get to trigger your Astrograph or Chronograph effect and jump out when necessary. So since there's already a pendant card on the field, you can do a normal summon and then you can easily link it to your Electromite without having to do your Pendulum Summon first. For both of the monster effect, both of them allows itself to gain 2 spell counters when a spell is activated, which includes setting a pendulum card in the pendulum zone, because that is activating a spell. For Cerberus, it allows you to remove 4 counters, target one of your opponent monster, and banish it, and it gains its attack until the end of turn. While for Jagged, you can remove 2 counters and negate a monster effect activation and destroy it. This is to me the main reason why we play this build, because so you can set up a negation easier. If this build is so good, like what I mentioned previously, you get to special summon something, get your Electromite easier, you can get a lot of negation, why aren't people using it? So here are some of the main cons of this build. So firstly, Cerberus is level 8, which means it cannot be Pendulum Summon using this build, because the highest Pendulum skill in this deck is actually just 8. Secondly, the Master Cerberus skill effect can be Ash Blossom when it attempts to activate its effect. And since the effect to add a card from your deck to your hand and the destroy effect comes together, when it got Ash Blossom, it will just stay on the skill. And which brings it to my next point, if it stay on the skill, it's quite bad because it's a skill 4, which means that you can't Pendulum Summon like almost all your cards in your deck. Yeah, because most of our cards in the Pendulum deck is all level 4. All in all, I think this build should still be considered. I will be giving it a try in my next ranking and maybe I will share it in the comment section below how it turns out. Alright, next up, the Geek Turtle and the Lizard Jaw build, which was mentioned in the comment section in my previous video. These two actually goes quite well together, and if you, let's say you have a Pendulum Sorcerer and you manage to Pendulum Summon out, you destroy both cards on your skill, and then you can search for these 2 cards. Then you scale your Geek Turtle, and then you scale your Lizard Jaw. For Geek Turtle, it will activate its effect because something has been activated in the other skill. You get to draw 1 card straight away. And then you can use Lizard Jaw effect to destroy itself and draw another card. So this is easily additional 2 cards to your hand. Then another 2 cards which actually I played previously is the Dagger Man and the EM Second Donkey. I do not have the card right here, but I will just do a quick Photoshop of the card here and show you the effect. So you not do a normal summon of the Second Donkey. And let's say if you don't have any skill, right, the effect itself allows you to send 1 EM card from your deck to your grave. Then with Dagger Man, you can, on skill effect, you can take back 1 pendulum card from your graveyard to your hand. Then if let's say you already have 2 skill, then Second Donkey effect you can get to add it to your hand instead. So mainly this is just a quick run through of this build with these 4 cards right here. Alright, the All Eyes build. This deck list actually came in 2nd place in YOT 2019 Singapore. And I think it's pretty fun, but it's a more complicated deck to use, so I'll not recommend this build if you just started out Pendulum Magician. I'll do a quick run through of the effect and the combo, but I just want to highlight that this build main card is actually the All Eyes Vortex, whereby I can negate monster effect, spell or trap by shuffling 1 face-up Pendulum monster from the extra deck into the deck. And when this is special summon, you can actually bounce back 1 of your opponent's face-up monster back to the deck. Okay, next up for the Meteor Burst, it actually allows you to special summon one card from the Paladin skill onto the field. But then once it activates its effect, this card cannot attack. But that's fine, because the main thing that you use this card is actually to exit summon into your Absolute Dragon. So when you activate its effect, you will want to target a level 7 monster that is on the skill. So that is why actually I added this card, so that I can actually special summon out and exit it to Absolute Dragon. Or actually you can also special summon out your Arc Dragon and then do your exit summon right here. So the main thing for Absolute Dragon, when it's exit summon and leaves the field, you get to special summon a dragon from your extra deck. So link it away and then activate its effect in the graveyard and special summon out the Vortex. Another way to get out the All Ice Vortex is by using the All Ice Dissolver, whereby on skill effect, you can fusion summon one Dragon Fusion monster from your extra deck using monster from your hand or field as fusion material. This card monster effect, you can special summon one fusion monster from the extra deck using this card as fusion material and one more card either on your monster zone or your skill as a fusion material. But the thing is, how do you get this out? So this card can be special summoned out when you have a Pendulum monster that's attacking, and then it prevents the Pendulum monster that's being attacked or you attack with it from being destroyed by battle. Then next, the Sky Iris. This is mainly to grab out all your All Ice cards. So with this build, which are the All Ice cards? You have one All Ice Dissolver, All Ice Arc Dragon, All Ice Persona Dragon, and then don't forget your actually All Ice Synchron. And since Sky Iris destroy a card and add back one All Ice card to your hand, it actually triggers your Electromite, your Astrograph, your Chronograph as well. And then its effect, your opponent cannot target your skill. Then if you have, let's say, the Arc Dragon on your skill with your Sky Iris, and you destroy any other All Ice card, you can actually trigger its effect, special summon an All Ice card from your deck. So you can destroy your Persona Dragon, and then you special summon out your All Ice Dissolver onto the field. Yeah, which then it itself can actually trigger a fusion summon with the Arc Dragon and come out with your All Ice Vortex. As for this card, as a monster, it can actually negate monsters that special summon from the extra zone. Negate its effect lah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, so that's it for this build. This build is actually pretty interesting, and I think I'll give it another try in the recent ranking as well to see how it goes. Yep. Okay, next up, I'll just call this the FTK Burn build. So the main thing of this deck is actually to get out your Instant Fusion, to Instant Fusion out your LL Independent Nightingale. Its effect, it allows itself to burn opponent 500 for each level it has, and it gains 500 attack for each level it has as well. And the good thing is it's unaffected by other card effects. So what you want to do is, once this is out, or after it is inside the graveyard, you will want to use your Starved Venom and copy its effect, and then activate its effect to burn 8 levels times 500 to it, which is 4000. So if you manage to get out 2 Starving Venom, you'll be able to burn 8000 straight to your opponent, and that's it, the game is set. Then the next thing is, how do we get out Instant Fusion? So previously I was using the Supreme King 0 and Supreme King Infinity skill effect to get out Instant Fusion, yeah, which I'll paste the effect right here. But now since there's a Link to Predator Plant, which actually I don't have, so I'll just put a screenshot here and then the effect here. Yeah, so with the Link to Plant, if you let's say get out like 2 Starving Venom, you just need to use any other 2 monsters, link it out, Predator Plant effect, use Instant Fusion, get this out, copy it, and it's easily 8000. So yeah, right now with this you can easily access to this combo. Yeah, do give it a try and let me know in the comment section below, like, do you think this build is worth it, is fun, or is still very inconsistent lah. Yeah. Okay, next up, I just want to run through some of the cards that you can consider to include in the deck for your other build purposes lah. So first thing, Armorphage Sloth. So this card itself allows you to stop opponent from special summoning from the extra deck. Usually I'll either play 1 or 2 because it can be searched out by your All Ice Revolution Dragon. I'll usually side this, then if I'm definitely going first. Then next up, Fiend Eccentric. Yeah, the main reason I play this is because its Pendulum effect allows you to destroy a spell or trap, and then it itself is Pendulum monster. You can still use it as a link material for Electromite. I'll play 2 copies of it because when it's destroyed, I can also trigger like Astrograph or Chronograph effect. Yeah, so if I use Astrograph, I can search for 1 more of this. Next, Abyss Actor Curtain Riser. Mainly, you play this card if you want to quickly special summon out your Electromite before Pendulum summoning. So on skill effect, it can actually special summon itself if you control no monster. Next up, for Gamma, actually it's quite a common build, 3 Gamma and 1 Diver. And then as for your generic link to in your extra deck, you'll use a Lambda instead. Then next, the Hound. So you play the Hound if you want to include Natural Beast in your deck lah. So how do you get our natural beast is you can use this and synchro summon with your Penitent Sorcerer. Next up, the Coral Dragon. This is good because it's a tuner, and then you can special summon out using Crystron. And then its effect itself allows you to destroy one card on the field, or when it's being destroyed, you can actually draw a card. Next, for Formula Synchro, you use this if you want to play with the Metaphy Horus. So Crystron Needle Fiber, SP this card, synchro with any level 4 and get out a Metaphy to grab one of your opponent's monster. Then this brings to my next card also, the Vampire. Why do I include this if I want to play Metaphy? So if let's say Metaphy itself, it uses effect, opponent gives you a monster that is not linked, that has a level, you can actually exit summon to the Vampire using that card that your opponent gives. Because the Vampire effect, it actually allows you to exit summon any of your opponent's effect and treat it as level 6. Yeah, and the Vampire effect allows you to like send one card on the field to the grave. So this roughly concludes the additional cards to consider for Pendulum decks. Do feel free to share in the comment section below what else you think can be included in the deck. Yep. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed, find something useful, do give it a like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So I hope to be pushing out more and more content with in-depth explanation. So as for the next few videos, I'm planning to invite different duelists in Singapore and sit down with them and play with them and understand their thinking process throughout the match. Hopefully to give more insight on what are some things to consider when playing a game, or what to consider when side decking and stuff. Yeah, so if you are looking forward to such video content, do let me know in the comment section below, and also let me know what are some of the things that you would like to understand from the different players. Yeah, so thanks a lot again, and see you soon in the next video.